In the tapestry of human understanding, psychology has always sought to unravel the complexities of the mind. For much of its history, the field focused on what ails us: mental illness, dysfunction, and distress. Then a revolutionary shift occurred. In the late 1990s, Martin Seligman, a renowned psychologist, ushered in a new era, the era of positive psychology. Seligman recognized the limitations of focusing solely on pathology. He argued that psychology had neglected to explore what makes life worth living. Positive psychology was about understanding the conditions that allow individuals and communities to thrive, not just survive. Traditional psychology primarily addressed the left side of this scale. It provided invaluable insights into understanding and alleviating suffering, but often overlooked the realm of mental well-being. Positive psychology seeks to balance the scale by exploring the factors that contribute to a fulfilling and meaningful life. Traditional therapy helps us identify and remove those weeds, clearing the path for growth. Positive psychology provides us with the tools and knowledge to cultivate a thriving garden, planting seeds of resilience, nurturing strengths, and fostering well-being. It's about actively cultivating positive emotions, building strong relationships, finding meaning and purpose, and striving towards our full potential. Positive psychology distinguishes itself from self-help by grounding its principles in rigorous scientific research. It explores the biological, psychological, and social factors that contribute to human flourishing by studying individuals who thrive despite adversity. Positive psychology identifies the traits, behaviors, and mindsets that contribute to resilience and well-being. This scientific foundation allows positive psychology to offer practical, evidence-based strategies for improving well-being. It empowers individuals with the knowledge and tools to cultivate positive change in their lives. Its principles and practices are applicable to everyone, regardless of background, culture, or circumstance. The journey towards a flourishing life is not about seeking a constant state of euphoria. It's about cultivating the skills, mindsets, and habits that equip us to navigate the ups and downs with greater resilience and well-being. Positive psychology provides the compass and the tools for this transformative journey. It invites us to explore our strengths, cultivate positive emotions, nurture meaningful relationships, and find purpose in our lives. Throughout this journey, we'll delve into the core principles of positive psychology, exploring the science behind them, and equipping you with practical strategies. Are you ready to begin? Know you've been a good friend. In the realm of positive psychology, the PERMA model stands as a beacon, illuminating the pathways to a flourishing life. Developed by Martin Seligman, this model provides a comprehensive framework for understanding the key elements that contribute to well-being. PERMA represents 5 interconnected dimensions: positive emotions, engagement, relationships, meaning, and accomplishment. It's not a checklist, but a dynamic interplay of elements that enhance our overall well-being. Strengthening one element often has a ripple effect, positively influencing the others. We'll explore each element of the PERMA model in depth, uncovering its significance and practical applications. Positive emotions are the vibrant hues that color the canvas of a flourishing life. They broaden our perspective, enhance our creativity, and boost our resilience in the face of challenges. Barbara Fredrickson's Broaden and Build theory posits that positive emotions expand our awareness and encourage novel, varied thoughts and actions. These broadened thought-action repertoires build our personal resources: physical, intellectual, social, and psychological. Cultivating positive emotions is not about denying negative emotions, but about intentionally nurturing those that uplift us. It's about shifting our attention to enhance our ability to cope with life's inevitable challenges. Engagement, the second element of the PERMA model, is about being fully immersed in the present moment. It's about aligning our skills with our actions, finding that sweet spot where time seems to dissolve. This state of flow, as coined by psychologist Mihaly Csikszentmihalyi, is characterized by complete absorption in an activity. Engagement can be found in everyday moments of our lives. The key is to identify activities that challenge us just enough and allow us to utilize our strengths and skills. By cultivating engagement, we tap into a wellspring of energy, creativity, and fulfillment. Relationships, the third element of the PERMA model, are the lifeblood of well-being. They provide us with a sense of belonging, support, and purpose. Strong, healthy relationships are characterized by mutual respect, empathy, trust, and a willingness to both give and receive support. Nurturing positive relationships requires effort, intentionality, and a willingness to be vulnerable and authentic. It involves practicing empathy, active listening, and effective communication. It also means setting healthy boundaries and prioritizing quality time with loved ones. Often the terms happiness and well-being are used interchangeably, but they represent distinct concepts. While happiness is a desirable emotional state, well-being encompasses a broader spectrum of human experience. It's about living a life of purpose, meaning, and engagement. Positive psychology recognizes that true well-being extends beyond fleeting moments of happiness. It's about cultivating a life rich in positive emotions, meaningful relationships, and engagement in activities that ignite our passions. True well-being encompasses resilience, purpose, and a deep sense of connection to something greater than ourselves. Positive emotions are powerful forces that shape our thoughts, behaviors, and overall well-being. They broaden our awareness, expanding our capacity for creativity, problem-solving, and connection with others. Barbara Fredrickson's Broaden and Build theory explains their transformative impact. Positive emotions broaden our thought-action repertoires, building our personal resources, physical, intellectual, social, and psychological. Cultivating positive emotions is like making deposits into an emotional bank account. These deposits accumulate over time, providing us with a reserve of resilience. Happiness, often equated with pleasure, is a fleeting emotional state. While pursuing happiness is natural, it's important to recognize its limitations. Well-being is a more enduring state, cultivated through intentional living and a focus on intrinsic values. It's about aligning our actions with our values, pursuing meaningful goals, and nurturing relationships that provide us with a sense of belonging and purpose. True well-being encompasses a richer, more multifaceted experience, one that includes moments of joy and contentment, but also embraces the full spectrum of human emotions. Cultivating well-being is an ongoing journey, not a destination. It's about making conscious choices each day that align with our values, nurture our strengths, and foster a sense of purpose and connection. Positive psychology provides us with evidence-based tools and strategies to enhance our well-being. These include practices like gratitude journaling, mindfulness meditation, and cultivating positive relationships. The key is to embrace the process with an open mind and a willingness to experiment with different practices. Cultivating well-being is about developing the skills, resilience, and self-awareness to navigate life's ups and downs with greater ease and purpose. Section 1. The power within discovering your character strengths. In the tapestry of human potential, character strengths are the vibrant threads that weave together our unique identities and guide us towards a life of purpose and fulfillment. They are the positive qualities that come naturally to us, energize us, and allow us to be our best selves. Identifying and utilizing these strengths is not about achieving perfection, but about understanding and leveraging our innate capacities for good. Imagine a toolbox filled with a diverse array of tools, each designed for a specific purpose. Character strengths are like these tools. They equip us to navigate challenges, build strong relationships, contribute to our communities, and live a life that aligns with our values. The VIA Character Strengths Framework, developed by researchers Christopher Peterson and Martin Seligman, identifies 24 core character strengths that are universally valued across cultures and contribute to a life of meaning and well-being. These strengths include qualities such as creativity, curiosity, kindness, love of learning, perseverance, gratitude, and hope. Discovering our signature strengths, those that are most central to our identity, is like finding a treasure map that guides us towards a more fulfilling life. When we utilize our strengths, we feel energized, engaged, and authentically ourselves. Section 2. Embracing your strengths, a pathway to greater well-being. Imagine waking up each day and engaging in activities that align with your natural talents and passions. This is the power of embracing our character strengths. When we utilize our strengths, work doesn't feel like a chore. It becomes an expression of our authentic selves. Research has shown a strong correlation between utilizing our character strengths and increased well-being, work satisfaction, and overall life satisfaction. When we align our actions with our strengths, we tap into a wellspring of energy, motivation, and flow. We experience a sense of accomplishment, purpose, and joy in our endeavors. Embracing our strengths is not about becoming obsessed with our positive qualities or ignoring areas where we might need to grow. It's about recognizing our innate capacities for good and intentionally incorporating them into our daily life. Think of your top character strengths. How can you utilize them more intentionally in your work, relationships, or personal pursuits? Perhaps you're naturally creative and can find new ways to express yourself through art, music, or writing. Maybe you possess a strong sense of curiosity and can embark on a journey of learning a new skill or exploring a different culture. Section 3. Resilience. Navigating life's challenges with strength and grace. Life is a tapestry woven with threads of joy, sorrow, triumph, and adversity. Resilience, the ability to bounce back from challenges, setbacks, and even trauma, is not about being impervious to pain or hardship. It's about developing the inner strength, flexibility, and coping mechanisms to navigate life's inevitable storms with grace and emerge stronger on the other side. Imagine a willow tree bending in the wind. Its branches sway and dip low, but its trunk remains strong and rooted. Similarly, resilient individuals possess an inner strength that allows them to adapt to changing circumstances, cope with stress and adversity, and maintain a sense of hope even in the face of difficult times. Resilience is not a fixed trait, but rather a skill that can be cultivated through practice and the adoption of healthy coping mechanisms. It's about developing a growth mindset, nurturing supportive relationships, cultivating self-care practices, and learning from our experiences, both positive and negative. Just as a muscle grows stronger through resistance training, our resilience muscles develop as we face and overcome challenges. Each experience, no matter how difficult, presents an opportunity for growth, learning, and the development of greater resilience. Section 4. Cultivating resilience, strategies for bouncing back and thriving. Building resilience is an ongoing journey, not a destination. It's about developing a toolbox of coping mechanisms, nurturing a positive mindset, and cultivating habits that support our mental and emotional well-being. While there's no one-size-fits-all approach, certain strategies have been scientifically proven to enhance resilience. One powerful strategy is cultivating an optimistic outlook. This doesn't mean denying the reality of challenges, but rather choosing to focus on the positive, believing in our ability to overcome obstacles, and maintaining a sense of hope for the future. Another key aspect of resilience is nurturing strong social connections. Having a supportive network of family, friends, or mentors provides a buffer against stress, a sense of belonging, and a source of encouragement during challenging times. Self-care practices such as exercise, mindfulness, spending time in nature, and engaging in activities that bring us joy are also crucial for building resilience. These practices help regulate our emotions, reduce stress, and boost our overall well-being. Remember, building resilience is not about becoming invincible to life's challenges, but about developing the inner strength, flexibility, and support systems to navigate them with greater ease and emerge stronger on the other side. The power of gratitude. Shifting our focus to the positive. In the bustling symphony of life, it's easy to overlook the simple yet profound blessings that surround us. Gratitude shifts our attention to the gifts, both big and small, that enrich our daily experience. Expressing gratitude brings joy to the giver and amplifies our own happiness. Cultivating a daily practice of gratitude allows us to savor life's simple pleasures. Even in adversity, there are always things to be grateful for. Our health, our loved ones, a beautiful sunset. Mindfulness in action. Cultivating present moment awareness. Our minds are like mischievous puppies, constantly darting from one thought to the next, often getting caught up in worries about the future or regrets about the past. Mindfulness invites us to gently rein in our wandering minds and cultivate non-judgmental awareness. Imagine sipping a cup of tea, savoring the aroma, the warmth of the cup in your hands, the subtle flavors that dance on your tongue. This is the essence of mindfulness, bringing our full attention to the present moment. Flow. Unlocking a state of effortless concentration and joy. Imagine being so engrossed in an activity that time seems to dissolve, your focus is laser sharp, and you experience a sense of effortless joy and fulfillment. This is the state of flow, a term coined by psychologist Mihaly Csikszentmihalyi to describe those moments when we are completely absorbed in an activity, our skills perfectly matched to the challenge at hand. Think of a musician lost in the music, their fingers dancing across the instrument, or an athlete performing at their peak, their movements fluid and graceful. In these moments of flow, we experience a heightened sense of awareness, a deep sense of satisfaction, and a feeling of being fully alive. Flow is not something that happens by chance. It's a state we can cultivate by understanding the conditions that foster it. One key ingredient is finding activities that challenge us just enough without being overwhelming. When our skills are perfectly matched to the demands of the task, we enter a state of optimal engagement. Another important element is having clear goals and receiving immediate feedback. This allows us to track our progress, make adjustments along the way, and experience a sense of accomplishment as we move towards our desired outcome. Section 4. Designing a flourishing life. Putting it all together. Building a flourishing life is about creating a personalized roadmap that aligns with our values, strengths, and aspirations. Weave together positive emotions, engagement, relationships, meaning, and accomplishment. Think of your life as a garden. Cultivate the conditions that allow you to thrive. Make conscious choices that nourish your mind, body, and spirit. Reflect on your values and align your actions with them. Consider your strengths and what brings you joy. Remember, building a flourishing life is an ongoing journey. Building bonds that nourish. As social creatures, we thrive on connection. Just as a plant needs sunlight, we need human connection to nourish our well-being. Positive relationships are essential ingredients for a life well lived. Think of a time when you felt truly seen and understood. Perhaps it was a moment of shared laughter with a close friend, or a heartfelt conversation with a family member. These moments remind us that we belong and our lives have value. Section 2. Cultivating meaning and purpose. Living a life of significance. Beyond the pursuit of happiness and pleasure, there lies a deeper yearning within us, a longing to live a life of significance, to make a difference in the world, and to leave behind a legacy that extends beyond our own fleeting existence. This yearning is the driving force behind our search for meaning and purpose. Imagine looking back on your life and feeling a sense of fulfillment, knowing that you lived in alignment with your values, made a positive impact on others, and pursued goals that ignited your passions. This is the essence of living a meaningful life. Meaning and purpose are not destinations we arrive at, but rather journeys we embark on. They are not found in external achievements or material possessions, but rather cultivated from within through our values, our actions, and our contributions to the world around us. One powerful way to cultivate meaning is to connect with something larger than ourselves. This might involve engaging in acts of kindness, volunteering our time to a cause we believe in, or simply appreciating the beauty and wonder of the natural world. Section 3. The interplay of relationships and meaning, a symphony of well-being. Positive relationships and meaning are distinct pillars of well-being, intricately interconnected. Meaningful connections and purpose create a powerful synergy, amplifying our well-being. Think of a symphony orchestra. Each instrument plays a unique role, but true magic happens when they come together in harmony. Similarly, relationships provide support and belonging, while purpose gives direction and motivation. This interplay creates a virtuous cycle of well-being. Section 4. Nurturing your social garden, sowing the seeds of connection and belonging. Just as a garden requires careful tending to flourish, so too do our relationships. Building and maintaining strong social connections is an ongoing process of nurturing, attention, and care. Just as a gardener selects the right plants for their soil and climate, we must be mindful of the company we keep and the environments we frequent. Start by taking stock of your current relationships. Which ones bring you joy, support, and a sense of belonging? Which ones leave you feeling drained, depleted, or unappreciated? Just as a gardener might prune away dead or diseased branches to allow healthy growth, we too must be willing to let go of relationships that no longer serve us. Once you have a clear understanding of which relationships nourish you, make a conscious effort to nurture them. This might involve scheduling regular phone calls with distant friends, planning outings with loved ones, or simply making time for meaningful conversations amidst the busyness of life. Remember, building strong social connections is not about having a large social circle or being the life of the party. It's about fostering authentic connections with people who share our values, support our growth, and bring joy to our lives. Section 1. Embracing the journey towards flourishing. As we conclude our exploration of positive psychology, let the key takeaways from our journey serve as guideposts on your path to a more flourishing life. Remember, this is not a destination to be reached, but rather a lifelong adventure of growth, discovery, and connection. We began by understanding the PERMA model, a blueprint for well-being encompassing positive emotions, engagement, relationships, meaning, and accomplishment. Each element, like a vibrant thread, contributes to the rich tapestry of a life well lived. We explored the transformative power of positive emotions, not as fleeting moments of happiness, but as enduring states of well-being that broaden our perspectives and build our resilience. We learned that engagement, finding flow in the everyday, ignites our passions and infuses our lives with a sense of purpose. The importance of nurturing positive relationships, those threads that connect us to something larger than ourselves, was a central theme throughout our journey. We discovered that meaning and purpose are not found in external achievements, but rather cultivated from within through aligning our actions with our values and contributing to something greater than ourselves. Section 2. A world transformed. The ripple effect of positive change. The principles of positive psychology extend far beyond individual well-being. They have the power to transform our communities, our workplaces, and even the world at large. When we embrace these principles, we become agents of positive change, creating a ripple effect that extends outwards, touching the lives of those around us. Imagine a world where kindness is the norm, where gratitude flows freely, and where people are empowered to utilize their strengths to make a positive difference. This is the vision of positive psychology, a world where individuals, communities, and organizations thrive, not just survive. As we integrate the principles of positive psychology into our lives, let us remember that even small acts of kindness, gratitude, and compassion can have a profound impact. When we approach each day with an open heart and a willingness to connect with others, we create a more positive and supportive world for ourselves and for generations to come. This is not the end of our journey, but rather the beginning of a lifelong exploration of what it means to live a flourishing life. As you continue on your path, may you embrace the challenges and celebrate the triumphs, always remembering that within you lies the power to create a life filled with purpose, meaning, and joy.